doing this. Hello people, yes, this is JP Ronnie, and I'm staring into the mouth of hell, or Hades, or whoever sticks, or whatever the hell else it might be. Today, I'm going to be playing a game called The Hummer. In fact, it goes by many names, as I'll get into. So let's start this. Now, yeah. You can probably already tell what this game is just from this. And what can I say? Except this game is complete garbage. And I'm not going to play it just yet, because I know there are going to be people coming onto this video saying, why the hell aren't you playing the first two levels of this game? Well, you know what? I will. Okay, I will. I'll fucking do it. If it gets you people to shut up, I'm going to fucking do it. So let's put in the cheat code. Shit, I entered it in wrong. Yeah, let's try that again. And let's see if I can enter it right this time. Nope, apparently I entered it wrong. I don't think you can try again, so yeah. Okay, there we go. So here's the little sound. Great title screen, by the way. It's just, you know, it's a horse and it's some pistons. And yeah, as you can tell right away, this game is a spoiler right there. Yeah, this game is a Sonic the Hedgehog knockoff. And there are some great levels to this as well. I mean, we've got the spatial stage, we've got the Spring Yan zone, but I'm going to pick the marble zone because this is actually Green Hill. Don't ask me why they messed around with the levels, because, yeah. Now, for those who don't know, this is actually another game called Somari. In fact, you can probably tell from the video name that this game is just Somari. Okay, the only difference is that instead of playing as Mario, you play as a horse. You know, big difference. You know, it's like, it'd be like if I was to do an LP of the latest Madden game, and I called the video, Let's Play Madden 98. It won't make a difference, because no one will give a shit. Okay, they're the same game. And, yeah. Now, I haven't really bothered to talk about this game yet. I'll kind of get into exactly what is wrong about this game soon enough. Because there is so much wrong with this game. Like, I'm going to say this right now, this is one of my least favourite games of all time. You know, I mean, this is down there with Beverly Hills Cop, another game which I'm actually trying to LP right now, and failing because it's a pain in the arse. This game, I should at least be able to beat relatively quickly, provided I don't keep dying constantly, but we'll see about that. Now, I can't beat this game without dying. I've beaten the legitimate version of this without dying, as in, you know, the actual Psych one, you know, the good one. Now, I've beaten that without dying, but there's no chance in hell I'm going to beat this in one life. It's just not going to happen. And let's sort of get into that. So there's obviously Robotnik. Oh, yeah, I forgot the sprites disappear when you pause. Okay, why did it jump there? I didn't even press any of the buttons. I pressed start. Whatever. And you've also got this editing right here, because like you clearly see like the U in Homer is supposed to be an O. And they crudely edited it. Like, they couldn't even be bothered to edit properly, which is brilliant. And, I mean, seriously, now, I will say one thing about this game, in its favour. The graphics are actually not that bad. You know, they're not great, you know. It really kind of highlights the Famicom's limitations, because, yes, I am playing this on a real Famicom, okay. You know, I could have played this on an emulator, but it's like, you know what, fuck it. I'm going to play it on the real hardware, because I own this game. Okay, and I'm going to beat this fucker. So, let's do this. Hopefully I can get through this quickly. And yeah, there's an invincibility icon there. I didn't bother getting it. For a couple of reasons. The first one being, it's kind of pointless, because it doesn't really help. You've also got to look at the enemy placement right here. The other reason being that the music that it plays is so fucking terrible that I'd probably shoot myself given the opportunity. So yeah. And speaking of the music, actually, the music in this game is fucking terrible, as you probably noticed. Because they tried to remake the Sonic the Hedgehog soundtrack, and failed. Just simple as that, they completely failed. You know, I mean, never mind the fact that this is a weaker hardware than the Sega Mega Drive. It just sounds terrible anyway, regardless of that. You know, you compare this to, like, Super Mario Bros. 1, or even, like, you know, some real, like, basic first-gen Famicom games. Like, I don't know, you compare this soundtrack to, like, Pac-Man, it sounds like shit. I mean, hell, you compare this to, like, I don't know, Super Arabian. Like, Super Arabian sounds better, and that soundtrack fucking sucked too. I mean, it just kind of says something about the quality of the music in this game. But, you know, I mean, that is not the worst of this game's problems, because this game has plenty of problems beside that. The first one being the fact that it's just too fucking hard. I mean, granted, like I said, I could never beat this in one life. I could probably beat this game if I was persevering enough. In fact, that's what I'm trying to do today. If I die, I'm just going to say fuck it, I'm just going to use the level select again. I mean, because I have to use the level select to start from Green Hill Zone anyway, so why not? Besides, I mean, really, this game, because this game does not give you continues, I should point out. It just doesn't. It should, because the real Sonic the Hedgehog does if you do certain things, but this game doesn't, which is brilliant. Wait, can you even... No, of course you can't. Because you can't jump off the hill. Like, if I try jumping off this hill, it doesn't let me. Because the controls are broken. It's like, you can only jump at certain times. I don't really know how it works. But it's stupid, whatever it is. You know, it's like, you play the Master System version of Sonic, or, you know, the Game Gear version. Sure, those might be officially blessed ports. But, you know, the physics in that game actually worked. The music was actually good. The games were, you know, they were challenging, but they weren't too hard. You know, again, I could beat them pretty easily. Well, maybe not that easily, but, you know, I still beat them nonetheless. You know, I mean, hell, in fact, the Game Gear version is the first game I can remember playing. Which probably makes this extra bad for me, because, you know, I grew up with a game that was basically like this, except a million times better. Sure, it wasn't as accurate, but it was actually fun, unlike this. In fact, you know what, talking about the music, I think for the rest of the game, I've got an idea. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to play the actual music from the first act, or when I'm playing the first act, and then for the other two levels, I'm just going to play my own shit, because I can't take this soundtrack, because it's just that fucking bad. And yeah, first boss, just as easy as he is in the Mega Drive version. Not really a whole lot to say. I mean, he's at least more challenging than the boss in the Game Gear version, which isn't saying anything, so that's like the easiest boss ever. But, you know. So there we go, we beat the level, and level complete. Well, like I said, this game is literally just Somari with a different sprite for the main character, and that's it. In fact, what's funny is, yeah, the Hummer himself, I actually own a plug-and-play console called the Somari. Not the Samurai, the Somari. I don't really understand the name. But it actually has, because it was actually made by Hummer Team, or at least the software on it was made by them. And the thing is that it actually has this game on it. You know, like, essentially what they did was they took this game, they split it up into, like 24 different games, something like that. And then we're going to die. Ooh, maybe not. See if I can get through here without dying, that'd be great. Okay, I made it, somehow. Nice. And, yeah, now we're in Marble Zone. Now, I should point out, by the way, that, yeah, one other, like, real minor change that they made from Somari is this zone, which you don't even play unless you use the level select sheet like I did. And Marble Zone, as you probably noticed right at the start, the colour palette is different. I don't think any of the other zones have this. I mean, Green Hill didn't, as far as I could tell. But yeah, for some reason they tried to change the colour palette in a really, you know, lazy way to disguise the fact that this is just Sonic the Hedgehog. Except, you know, Sonic the Hedgehog was actually good. You know, I mean, you can say what you want about the newer Sonic games being bad. I mean, because they are bad. Or, you know, some of them are bad at least. I haven't played a lot of them, in all honesty. But, at least they're not this. You know what I'm saying? At least those games... Like, even Sonic 06, one of my least favourite games of all time, that game at least had a decent soundtrack. You know what I'm saying? Which is more and more this game has to offer. It said... Yeah. It probably wouldn't be so bad if not for the god-awful, like, sound engine they use, because it just sounds awful. So there we go. Thank God, you don't have to listen to this shit for the other 2 acts. Well, you don't. I, unfortunately, do, because I'm the one recording this. The things I do for you people. And look at this. Oh. this game, the enemy placement is so cheap as well, because there are so many enemies. Like, there's probably like half a dozen times as many enemies in this game as there are in the original. And I could be wrong. I think the sprite glitched it there. Actually, it looks like it did. I might be wrong, but that's what it looked like to me. So somehow I've got this far without dying, so that's cool. And I remember there was a race on this game on YouTube. I don't even know if anyone even beat the first level. Like, that's how cheap this game is. Like, watch this. You see how I killed that enemy earlier? Watch this. Oh, okay. I guess they only spawn if they're a certain distance. But I definitely remember the enemies in this game. Like, they respawn. So there we go. Made it onto the platform. And, of course, half the stuff from the original level is missing. So, like, the crushing pistons that kill you instantly, those are gone. And, like, the moving platforms are gone. Like, so much is missing. It's like, they may as well have just tried to port the 8-bit versions. Because it might have turned out at least a little bit better. I mean, sure, it wouldn't be, you know, aiming very high, but it might have actually worked. And I'm pretty sure there's supposed to be spikes coming out of the walls here. But I guess not. And the thing that pisses me off about this game more than anything, the jumping is just so terrible. It's like, the way you accelerate doesn't make any sense. Because it's like, you have to run for like 3 seconds. Because otherwise you'll jump like half a meter. Like, I'm amazed I haven't fallen into this pit. I'm legitimately amazed that I actually managed to make it through here. Because let me tell you right now, you play this game yourself, okay, try making that pit the first time, you won't. Because the controls are just that bad. Okay, and I can't even tell what's going on here. Because, like, the way, like, the sprites glitch or whatever, it just... Like, there, like, I almost jumped because the sprites, like, went glitchy. So there we go, just barely made it. And again, the terrible music, which, fortunately for you, you can't hear. But, like I said, I'm the unlucky bugger that has to listen to this shit throughout the entire LP. And look, I love this by the way. This enemy doesn't even move. It's like, I gotta do this jump the correct time, and otherwise I get hit. Whereas, you know, I mean, surely they could at least program the enemies to move. I mean, it's not that hard. You know, it's like, games, okay, fucking Pong was capable of that. You know, it's just... And again, cheap enemy placement. You kind of have to see this stuff coming half time in order to get past it. So there's no flames here at least, so that's nice. Except here, at least I will give it this: the flames are at least more predictable than they are in you know, the real Sonic. I'm guessing they can be asked to program them to be unpredictable. But guess what? We're not finished with this act yet. Oh no! Thank God that platform doesn't go on fire. And yeah, the blocks that are supposed to be here are missing. All of this, by the way, Spike, like, it's, what the hell's up with this? Like, oh, again, like I said, can't pause the game to show this stuff because the sprites disappear for some reason. But, like, it's not even in the wall, it's like, it just, like, blinks in and out of existence. Like, how does it even work? I mean, hell, that might as well literally be what it's doing. And it's kind of funny because they could animate that properly, or they could animate stuff like that properly in the, you know, legitimate 8-bit versions of this. But they couldn't do it in this game. Which, okay, and I will give it this. Oh, well. Where did that ring come from? I thought I died there. But whatever. I'll take it. Okay, if it means I don't die and have to restart the entire act, I'll accept it. And I like this, by the way. Yeah. Haven't we seen this bit earlier on this level? Yeah, because one thing that you'll probably also notice with this game, it likes to recycle the same sections over and over again. And, well, this will become especially apparent later on. See, like this has already been recycled a couple of times, which is brilliant. And we finished the level. Nice. I wonder if I'm ever going to be able to get to the special stage in this. Sometimes probably not, because of how ball-bustingly hard this game is. I mean, I'm not making it look that hard, I don't think. Also, I don't get that. Like, there it says continue on the bottom, but you don't get any continues. Like, if you die at any point in this game, doesn't matter how well you did or what you did, you have to restart from the beginning. Okay, it's just that simple. And I love that, by the way. Enemy snipes me, and of course there's no way to react to it, because that's one of the most annoying things about this game. There are so many buzz bombers in this. It's ridiculous. In fact, the hell's that thing up there anyway? I didn't even see it. Okay, a 1-up. I'm gonna have to take that. As soon as you see a 1-up, you have to get it in this game, because you know how in Sonic the Hedgehog you can get an extra life through those extra life boxes, or by collecting 100 rings. Okay, what the hell? Okay, so apparently landing on the spike it counts as a hit, even though I'm pretty sure in the real game it didn't. But whatever. Oh, I love that boy. Bat just resting in midair. Like I said, this game is it's technically impressive, but it's still terrible at the same time, which is quite an achievement in itself, really. I don't know. It's like that Duke Nukem game on the Mega Drive where, it's technically impressive what it is, but it's still pretty terrible nonetheless. And it's not even because it's not like Duke Nukem 3D, it's just because the game's way too hard, and there's, there's better first-person shooters on the Mega Drive compared to Duke Nukem 3D. Just like how this, it's technically impressive they were able to port Sonic the Hedgehog to the Famicom, but at the same time, there's much better platforms available. Okay, why not just play, Super Mario Bros. 3, Rockman 2, or friggin', Little Samson, Time Zone, I was gonna say Bubble. Wait, did it? Oh, okay, so apparently there's 2 extra lives on this level. I didn't even know that until now. So I guess, because I remember with this game, the lives respawn, so I guess if I really wanted to, I could just keep dying on this level and just keep getting extra lives. Oh, no you don't. And the problem with this game is... Apologies for that, I got interrupted there for a second. Anyway, back to this atrocity. Oh yes, back to this. Now... Ooh. Yeah, not going out like that. See, look at all these buzz bombers. Okay, I don't remember there being this many buzz bombers in the original. And I got interrupted again. Okay. I think my family's just trying to, steal me from this. I think it's they secretly know I'm playing this game, and they're like, no, we don't want you to play this game is so bad. Oh, wow, I actually made it to the boss already. I remember... God. I like how you can't even hit him in midair, that's just... because you totally couldn't do that in the Mega Drive version. And of course, because the jumping in this game is so bad, you can't even make the fucking jump. Okay, and I got a ring somehow, even though it went off screen, but... Well, at least the game has given enough mercy to do that. Oh. Let's do this. No! Well, again, this boss fight, it's actually harder than the original. Mainly because you have to... Mainly because Robotnik seems to be faster in this, and because the jumping sucks so bad. Or the controls in general suck so bad. So there we go. Robotnik defeated, and now it's time to just end the level. So now we can get to where this game would normally start if I wasn't cheating. It's kind of sad that I have to cheat to actually play the whole game. I mean, that's how you know you're playing a bad game. You have to cheat to play all of it. It's like the first 2 levels, these first 2 levels are so bad, they don't even want you to play them. That's pretty much, that just says it all.